We are grateful.
All right, some big announcements being made there by Mukesh Ambani at the 40th annual general meeting of the Reliance Industries Limited. He has launched what he called an intelligent feature phone for 500 rupees, but an effective cost, he said, would be zero. The JioPhone, the company has said, will support all 22 major languages in India, and in the next 12 months, Mukesh Ambani says that Jio services will cover 99% of the country's population. So many big takeaways from that announcement. And for the very latest on what else Mukesh Ambani had to say, I have with me Anisha in the studio. Anisha, what are the big takeaways really from that meeting and that press conference by Mukesh Ambani?
Well, for Reliance Industries, now Reliance Jio is going to be the money spinner going ahead. The rest of the business, the oil exploration one, is a commoditized one. And they're really betting big on the telecom business. They came out with aggressive tariff plans for the services, the 4G services that they had earlier. And now they have launched a disruptive feature phone. This is not a smartphone. Many of the poor people in our country cannot afford smartphones and hence do not use data services. But with this feature phone, data services will be accessible to nearly the entire population. So again, Reliance has come out with a disruptive phone, with a disruptive offering that is going to really change the scenario for business and telecom in the country. Now, the tariffs announced are very competitive. Like you said, the handset will be made in India. The price is 500 rupees, but because of the subscription plans, the effective cost is just zero. You'll pay 1500 rupees as a refundable security deposit, which will be locked in for 3 years. The tariff is free voice. Voices are completely free. 153 rupees a month will get you unlimited data. Now, this is very aggressive. And previously, we have seen some of the incumbents take to the courts and even go to the TD-SAT for the competitive pressures that Reliance Jio brings in, saying that this is not fair and these tariffs can't go. You can have introductory tariffs for some time, but this kind of competitive pressure cannot be allowed. So we'll wait and watch to see what happens there. But for those who do not have a smartphone, who want to use data, this is definitely great news.
Right, Anisha, definitely big news there. But also, of course, take us through how the stocks of other telecom companies are doing. Every time we have an AGM meeting of the Reliance company, other, of course, telecom companies are also reacting to that. Take us through what's happening there.
Well, expectedly, this is bad news for other telecom companies like Bharti Airtel and Cellular. We had seen them moving up previously this week, but now what we are seeing is that Bharti Airtel is among the biggest losers on the Nifty. It is down 3.5%. Cellular is also losing ground quite significantly. It is down 5.5% now. Not just the telecom players, let's pull up the chart of Dish TV for you, because with this new offering, the JioPhone, they also have a TV cable coming. So at 309 rupees, you can connect your phone to the TV and you can watch whatever you want on a regular TV. It doesn't even have to be a smart TV. So this is definitely going to affect players like Dish TV, Tata Sky that offer digital television. Bharti Airtel also has a television offering. So, it's not just the telecom operators here, but even some of the broadcast companies like Dish TV that have set-top boxes in homes to view channels that could also get impacted, because at just 309 rupees and a data plan at just 153 rupees a month, you can watch a lot of content which is on your phone, be it news, be it videos, be it movies, on your television. So this is definitely going to disrupt even the TV distribution business.
Right, so some very aggressive moves there by Reliance, Anisha. But even when they introduced the 4G connection, Reliance Jio, there was a lot of disruption of the market. Other players were worried, but they were able to make they were able to stall the Reliance in many areas, even went to court. So can we expect more such aggressive moves from other companies as well this time?
Well, there are a number of cases that are underway. Incumbents went to the court against the regulator, against Reliance Jio, saying you cannot extend the introductory period indefinitely. Now, those are still being heard. But what happens now? Because these the incumbent players, like Mr. Ambani said, over the last 15 years have made huge investments for the 2G and the 3G networks. And if a competitor is giving tariff plans as low, they could lose customers. So, we need to wait and watch what happens there. Plus, what about the handset players? Of course, there are many Indian handset players that offer smartphones, and smartphones and feature phones are different, but smartphones could also lose ground to feature phones that offer great data services. So, the entire business environment could see a lot of competitive intensity come about. Whether this is contested, whether the tariff plan has been approved by the regulator, what happens there, of course, we'll know in the next few days, but no prizes for guessing that the incumbents will be very upset by the competitive intensity just continuing, and the fact that even after Rel Jio went pay, there are a lot of customers still sticking to them. They have more than 100 million customers. So, data was supposed to be the money generator for telecom companies, where voice, the margins were very thin. But now with so much competitive intensity, even in the data services, it will be very difficult for the incumbents. We've seen some consolidation, the Idea Vodafone merger coming through. But the competitive intensity is really very huge, and it could be that they will continue to see pressure on the bottom lines.